Hey guys, this is Abhishek from cadistries.com, and today we are going to do the full review and quick unboxing of Gionee Elife E6. Finally, we have this device here in India and it has been launched today for a price of 23,000 approximately here in India. As far as the MRP is concerned, in some time you will be able to get this device for a lesser price. This is how the package looks like. You have the Gionee Elife E6 image over here. This device comes in two colors, one is the white and another one is the black, and we have already done a hands-on review of this device. So in this review we are going to go into much more details as far as specifications are concerned, the device storage is concerned, the camera is concerned, and all of the things which does matter for any consumer out there. So if we take a look over the back side, we have the specifications of the device mentioned. So it has a 5-inch full high definition display, as you can see, and the thickness of the device is around 7.9 millimeter in terms of the overall thickness. You have 3G support, GPRS and Edge is also supported. You have Wi-Fi connectivity, Bluetooth 4.0 is there. When it comes to the back camera is a 13 megapixel camera, and the front camera is 5 megapixel fixed focus, although the back camera is autofocus supported. You have Android 4.2 running on this device, and we will just show you the exact version of Android. And you have quad-core processor, that is MediaTek 6589, but this is the turbo chipset which we have on this device. That means the processor is 1.5 GHz, as well as the operating frequency of the GPU is also higher. When it comes to RAM, you have 2 GB of RAM, 32 GB of internal storage on this device. And when it comes to the browser, you have WAP 2.0 supported as well. You do have GPS navigation supported on this device, and you have digital compass sensor as well. Gravity sensor is also there, and you also have ambient light sensor. The battery on the device is 2000 milliampere, and this is the MRP which is mentioned on the box. So let's open the package and let's take a look what we have in the package. So this is the complete new package, and we have just opened the seal. We haven't opened the package. And this is how the device looks like, and we have the device right now available in white color, which we have got inside the package. And again, device looks really beautiful in terms of the overall look and feel, I would say, and it is quite thin and light as well, which is something which I really like about this device as compared to the other 5-inch Android phones which we have seen. When it comes to specifications, you have 5-inch full high definition display, quad-core 1.5 GHz processor, you have 13 megapixel camera at the back, the display resolution is full HD, that is 1080p, and you also have the gesture control on this device. And let's take a look what we have in the package, and then we will come back to the device. So as far as the package is concerned, we get kind of a flip cover with. So this is how the flip cover looks like, which comes within the package of this phone. As you can see, it has the plastic kind of a material over here, which is a good quality thick plastic which will hold your phone and protect it. And this is how it looks like from the inner side, and again it is quite smooth, and it will protect the display from any kind of scratches or fingerprints. And when it comes to this side, you have a kind of a matte finish kind of material. This is not leather, but good quality of material which we have seen. And again, the overall quality of this flip cover is pretty good. Apart from the flip cover, we get the screen protector. So there are two screen protectors which come within the package, just like any other Gionee phones. Here you have the service center list, and they have pretty good support as well as per the feedback which we have. And here we have the warranty card for the device. You also get this pamphlet, the user guide for Elife E6, as you can see. Apart from this, you also get this stand which can be used to slant your E6 whenever you are watching video, and we will showcase how this actually works. And apart from this, you get some regular accessories like, you get very good quality of in-ear headphones. As you can see, these are metal headed in-ear headphones which come within the package, and they are pretty good in terms of the overall build quality, I must say. And the cable is also kind of tangle free. You have a button to pick the call, and you have a mic as well on this module. However, there are no button for the volume control. And this is how the audio lead look like, and again it is pretty good. Apart from this, you get the standard USB charger which comes within the package, and the output current from the charger is 1 ampere, as you can see. And here we have the last thing which comes out of the package, that is the standard micro USB to USB cable. And these are all the things which come within the package of Elife A6. So apart from all the things which we have mentioned which comes inside the package of Gionee Elife A6, you also get the SIM injection tool. Because this is a unibody device, that means the back cover cannot be removed from this device and the battery cannot come out, and the only port which you have on this device is over here, which is for the SIM card. And you can actually use the SIM ejection tool to eject this tray out, and you can insert a micro SIM into this device. So let's get rid of this plastic and let's take a look over the build quality of the device and the complete look from a closer point of view. So this is how the white version of the Gionee Elife A6 looks like. When it comes to the black version has a matte finish. However, the white version is glossy in nature as far as the back finish is concerned, and it again looks really premium. And the design of this phone is also kind of unique. The overall design language which we have seen on this device is very much similar to what we see on iPhone 5, but this one is kind of different definitely, because when it comes to the back side you have polycarbonate plastic, unlike the metal which we see on iPhone 5. So apart from some of the differences, this device is looking like an iPhone 5, a bigger iPhone 5 I would say. So here we have a white iPhone 5 on the side of the Gionee Elife A6. Again, both of these devices looks similar to some extent, but if we take a look over the back side, we see the difference that we have metal on iPhone 5, whereas we have polycarbonate plastic on Gionee Elife A6. However, this polycarbonate plastic is not of bad quality. This is very good quality of plastic which we have seen, and again it is quite solid as well. It will protect your device even if the device falls. So before we boot up the device, let's take a look over the connectivity which we have. We have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging at the bottom. You have a primary mic over here for voice calling. When it comes to the loudspeaker, you have the mesh for the loudspeaker as well as for the microphone. And when it comes to this side, you have the volume rocker, which is a metal button, an aluminum metal button, which again looks pretty good. It makes the device kind of premium in terms of the overall look and feel. Again, at the top you have the power and sleep key, which is also a metal button. You have the 3.5mm audio jack over here. On the back side of the device, we have the 13 megapixel camera with the secondary mic over here for noise cancellation, and you also have the LED flash on this device for low light photos. You have the Gionee logo over here on the back side, and when it comes to the front side, on the front you have the proximity and emit light sensor, and when it comes to the front camera, you have 5 megapixel front camera. Here you have the earpiece, which looks nice, and when it comes to the touch capacitive buttons, you have them on the body of the phone, not within the display. And the display is quite huge, that is 5-inch, and it is fairly good to hold in one hand. Being a 5-inch phone, it is quite portable to carry. It is quite light as well, and in terms of the build quality, it is also pretty good. So the weight of the device is around 128 grams, which is fairly light comparable as compared to the other 5-inch Android phones which we have seen. Thickness of the device is also pretty thin. It is around 7.9 millimeter in terms of thickness, which is kind of good. And you can again compare this device with the Zolo Q1000S, and we will come up with a comparison of both of these phones very soon. Now talking about the display for this device, the display of this device is a full high definition display. The resolution is 1920 into 1080, and if we take a closer look over the display looks pretty good in terms of the overall pixel formation, I would say. As you can see, we do not notice any kind of pixelation on this display, and the display is quite good in terms of the color reproduction as well as in terms of the brightness, as you can see. And as far as viewing angles are concerned, viewing angles are pretty wide on this device. You can view the screen from right and left as well as from the vertical viewing angles. Another good thing about the display of this device is that you have one glass solution display on this device. That means the display, digitizer and the touchscreen are actually fused together. So again, it will make the device lighter as well. And as far as the exact pixel density which we have on this display, it is around 441 pixels per inch, which is fairly good. And again, the display is quite crisp in terms of the clarity as well, as you can see. Now this is how the home screen look like, and again, as you can see, if we slide right from the home screen, you can actually access the camera UI, and you can actually record the video from the back camera on this device without even launching the camera UI. You can take the photo as well, and you can also use the back LED flash as a torch. And in order to unlock the device, you just need to swipe like this and you will be taken to the home screen. And again, as you can see, you have like 3 home screen as of now and on this device. So as far as the home screen and the UI is concerned, the UI is again kind of optimized. It is a very customized UI which we are seeing on this device. This device software is actually based on the Amigo ROM, so the UI is like that only. And when it comes to home screen, we have like 3 home screen as of now, and we do not see any option as of now as far as pinch to zoom is concerned to increase any of the home screen out. As far as setting UI is concerned, it is also optimized in terms of the look and feel, and the version of Android which comes on this device is 4.2.1. As on the storage front, the device has internal memory of around 32 GB, and out of which around 7.35 GB is actually used by operating system, out of which you get around 2.77 GB free, and the user available memory is around 24.65 GB on this device, out of which we get around 24.10 GB free on this device. Again, which is fairly good in case you want to install more applications and heavy games on this device. You do not have any support for micro SD memory card slot on this device, so you do not have the same on this device. So you cannot expand the storage of the device, but the inbuilt storage which is available to the user is pretty high. In order to bring the multitasking menu, you just need to tap and hold over the home key, and it will bring the multitasking menu for you, as you can see. And again, you can actually switch in between these applications. You can also have a thumbnail of what is going on in each of these applications which are running in the background. You can always switch in between them, and you can always kill them like this by swiping upwards. And you also have support for automatic brightness on this device because of the proximity and ambient light sensors over here, as you can see. And when it comes to the wallpaper, you have support for different kind of live wallpapers, static wallpapers as well, but you do not have support for video wallpapers, but you can make them supported with the help of third-party applications. You have around 2 GB of RAM on this device, and out of 2 GB of RAM you have around 1.2 GB which is available to the user as a free RAM storage space which you get on this device, which is pretty good. Again, very good in case you want to install more games and heavy applications. They will run fine because of this good amount of free RAM which we. You also have support for power saving on this device. Under system settings you will find the power saving settings, and again it will make sure that you get more battery backup from this device once you enable the power saving mode. Especially it will be helpful in the cases whenever your device is running out of critical battery. You will be able to get much more battery backup if you enable the power saving mode at that time. And you also have LED indicator on this device, as you can see over here, which will light up red whenever the power is low or whenever the device is charging. And again, when it comes to the changing the color of the LED, we are not sure whether you can do that on this device. And you also have support for creating a portable Wi-Fi hotspot on this device, and USB tethering is also supported. Now when it comes to some smart gestures which are supported on this device, you have smart dial which will automatically dial the number whenever you move the phone close to your ear. It will also automatically answer the call whenever you place the phone to your ear, and if you are getting an incoming call, you can also pause the alarm by flipping the phone like this. When it comes to gesture answer, you can actually refuse the call or answer the call by moving your hand over the sensor, over the proximity sensors over here, as you can see. And you also have the option of air browse pictures, and we will just show you that how you can do that. You can control over the video progress as well of the videos which are playing on this device. You also have smart pause control on the video whenever it detects you're facing away from the device. So you have all these smart gestures supported on this device, and we will showcase these gestures later on in a separate video. So this is how the camera UI looks like on this device, as you can see. And if we take a look over the settings, we have different settings available for this device, including HDR mode which is supported. You also can enable and disable the sound of the click. You have the face detection which you can turn on. When it comes to some other settings, we have the different kind of photo modes, as you can see. You can also apply different color effects on the photos which you will take. You can control over the white balance. You have different actions which you can actually take pictures on this device with touch shot. You have gesture shot, and you also have smile shot supported. You also have support for panorama on this device, and other modes are also supported, including best face eraser mode, in which you can actually erase people if you are capturing photos in crowded environment. So when it comes to the camera options, you get all the features of the camera which you get in high-end Android phones. And if we take a look over the front camera, so the front camera on this device is 5 megapixel, and as you can see, it is pretty good in terms of the clarity. So you can do a full high definition video chat from the front camera on this device, and the colors as well as the details are pretty good, which we can see right now from the front camera. And this is how the back camera UI look like. And when it comes to the video mode, you can toggle from the photo the video mode over here. Let me just show you some of the photos which we have just taken, and these are some of the photos which we have taken with artificial light in an indoor room, and the amount of details which I can see in these photos is really good. So the camera on this device is pretty good as far as the overall performance in artificial light as well is concerned. As you can see, the photo comes out to be pretty good in terms of the colors as well as in terms of the details. We have some other photos as well. So the more you zoom in, you will see good amount of details in the photos which you have captured. The daylight performance of this camera is really good. This is how the messaging application look like, and again it is kind of optimized in terms of the overall look and feel. It looks pretty good. However, we are not able to guess why. Okay, this area is actually to suggest you the words whenever you are typing. And you do have a pretty big keyboard on this device. As far as virtual keyboard is concerned, the keys are pretty big to type with. You won't face any problem, and you can always type in the landscape mode as well, as you can see. And when it comes to continuous input is not supported on the device as far as default settings are concerned. Let's take a look whether it is supported inside the keyboard settings. So continuous input is not supported on this device. This is how the phone dialer look like, and again you do not have the option of making a video call directly from the phone dialer. And this is how the flip cover fits onto this device, as you can see. And the flip cover has been designed in a very nice way, because it does not block any connectivity ports on the device. As you can see, the micro USB is accessible for the data syncing and charging, and the loudspeaker mesh is also visible. There is no blockage for the primary mic over here. When it comes to this side, you can easily access the volume rocker. As you can see, on the top you can access the power and sleep key, the headphone jack, and also it is kind of tempered over here, as you can see, so you won't face any problem even using any other third-party headphones as well with this device. And when it comes to this side, we have nothing, no keys over here, so there is no problem. And even the earpiece is also pretty visible, so you can also talk on the phone even when the flip cover is flipped up onto the display. The back side, if we take a look, there is no blockage for the camera or LED flash, and they have also given this cutout for the secondary mic. Now as far as pre-installed application which you get on this device, you get a weather application pre-installed, which will also act as a widget over here on the home screen, which is pretty good. And if we take a look over the other applications, you have a large number of pre-installed applications, including some trial version games as well. And you also have Kingsoft Office to edit documents. You have WhatsApp download link on this device, WeChat come pre-installed. Apart from this, if we take a look over the other tools which we have, you have a torch application, which you also have compass application pre-installed. You do have compass sensor as well on this device. You have the Facebook and Twitter application pre-installed, and you get a file manager as well, which comes pre-installed on the device. So you get a couple of useful pre-installed application, and also you have system update application, which will again allow you to update the version of Android on this device over there, so you don't have to connect it to a PC with the wire to update the version of Android on this device. Here we have the system information for this device, as you can see, and it has got a ARM V7 processor clocked at 1.5 GHz. It is MediaTek 6589, and you have a quad-core processor on this device. When it comes to the display resolution, that is 1080 x 1920. And when it comes to the sensors, you have 3x6 accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, light sensor, gyro sensor, orientation, magnetic field sensor, rotation vector sensor, gravity, and linear acceleration sensor on this device. On quadrant standard utility, we have got a score of 4,666, as you can see, and it is a pretty good score for a device like this. And this is how the detailed score look like for the CPU, memory, input output operation, 2D and 3D. The Antutu benchmark score for this device is also pretty decent. As you can see, it is 14838. And when it comes to the detail score, this is how the detail score look like for the UX, CPU, RAM, GPU and input and output operations. On Ninamark, the device has scored a score of 34.5 FPS, as you can see, and this device is pretty good on the gaming front. Not the best again, but it can run most of the graphic intensive games including Modern Combat 4, Nova 3 and Frontline Commando D-Day as well. When it comes to high definition video playback, you can play high definition videos on this device both at 720p as well as at 1080p without any audio or video sync issues. As far as the UI is concerned, you have different kind of theme which you can apply on this device. You cannot revert to the stock Android layout on this device. You can return to something similar. You have a theme application over here, and again if you go into this theme application, you can apply these themes including E6 which you have currently applied. You can also apply this theme, and again the wallpaper will change and the customizations will be visible in terms of the icon look and feel. Now going across home screens, I do not notice much lag. It is almost snappy as it can be. Again, you won't have the vanilla Android experience on this device. And one thing which we do not like about this device is that this device does not support OTG, as we have just connected a flash drive with an OTG cable, and the device has not detected the flash drive, so we cannot read the contents on the flash drive. So the battery life for this device is pretty decent. It will last for you for around 1 day if you are a moderate user. If you are a heavy user who play a lot of games and watches a lot of videos, it will give you little less than 1 day of battery backup. In terms of the overall battery backup which we have got, the device is pretty good and it will give you around 1 day of usage. Now as far as the voice clarity which you will get from the earphone, the earpiece as well as from the earphone, it is pretty good. The loudspeaker on the device is also pretty loud, and let me just play a YouTube video to show you the same. So as you can see, we are playing the YouTube video from our channel, and this video is getting played in full screen as you can see, and it is getting played in the full high definition format at which it is uploaded. And let me just increase the volume.
For the LG G2, here we have the device in two colors. One is the black variant which we will get here in India, and you have the white variant as well.
So the loudspeaker is actually placed at the bottom. It does not get blocked when you place the device like this on a table, which is a good thing. And again, the loudness of the sound which comes out from the loudspeaker is also pretty loud. That's all from us as far as the quick unboxing and full hands-on review of the Gionee Elife A6 is concerned. This is a pretty decent device as far as the hardware configuration is concerned. As far as the build quality is concerned, the display is also pretty good on the colors as well as on the brightness level. The camera on the device at the back side is also a 13 megapixel camera, and the overall performance of the camera is also pretty good. So in all, there are too many good things about this device. There are some negatives as well, which might be kind of compromise to some of the people out there, because it does not have a micro SD memory card slot, so you cannot expand the storage. However, you get this device in 32 GB variant and you get around 24 GB available to the user, so that is pretty big storage as far as the storage on the phone is concerned. But again, you cannot also remove the battery outside the device. So if you are going to use this device for the next 2 years, and in case something wrong happens with the battery, you won't be able to take it out unless you take it to the service center. That is something which you can note. So do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.